claims made by Trump that said there was fraud in the 2020 election.
A bill in Washington aimed at restoring voting rights for some felons passed the House of Representatives late last month. Murrow College reporter Albert James took a look at the debate, which just this morning is part of a Senate executive session.
Even as the state capitol is closed off to the public and many lawmakers are working from home, bills are making their way through the legislature in hopes of one day becoming law. One of those bills hopes to change the process by which formerly incarcerated individuals regain their right to vote. In the state of Washington, individuals convicted of felonies are stripped of their voting rights. They can conditionally regain those rights once they have completed their prison and probation terms and are making payments towards any fines they have. If they fail to pay those fines, their voting rights can be revoked. In order to permanently regain their voting rights, individuals have to pay off all their fines and obtain a government order reinstating their right. House Bill 1078 hopes to simplify that lengthy process. If signed into law, voting rights will be automatically and permanently restored to individuals as soon as they get out of prison. 26,000 individuals would get their voting rights back as a result of this bill. Representative Tara Simmons of the 23rd Legislative District sponsored the bill. She says it will help those who have paid their debt to society regain a voice in their community.
The thing I hope that it does for formerly incarcerated people is welcome them home after they've served their time and encourages them to get involved in their community through civic engagement.
But Representative Michelle Caldier of the 26th Legislative District says the bill gives too much ground to those who have committed serious offenses.
I have a hard time saying, hey, some of our, serial rapists, that we want them the right to vote.
Caldier and her Republican colleagues say they're looking out for victims and ensuring felons fully serve their sentences before regaining their rights.
Coming at things from a kind of a victim's rights perspective that I don't think it's fair.
She elaborated her point.
I think that, hey, if you stick a bullet in someone, we shouldn't give you a ballot. We shouldn't give you, you give up your rights.
But Simmons, who is a formerly incarcerated individual herself, says victims want to see rehabilitation, and her bill gets that done.
Victims want people to change behavior and to not reoffend. And I think that this policy goes towards increasing public safety. For when people do come home, we want them to have changed their behavior and participate in a positive way.
House Bill 1078 has passed through the House and will be making its way to the Senate in the next couple of weeks. Simmons expects the bill to pass along partisan lines. In Olympia, I'm Albert James reporting.
How your travel